The life of a billionaire is something we often dream about. Most of the stories of African billionaires are nothing short of pure inspiration. These billionaires are always portrayed in images of luxury and the good life. However, this conception is wrong because these African billionaires are always moving to fulfill their goals, no matter how difficult it is. Africa's billionaires are spread around the continent, and one major feature of these billionaires is their ability to solve real-world problems and create value by doing so. Successful billionaires in Africa cultivate good habits and have mastered how to take small steps toward achieving their goals. It will be profitable for a young entrepreneur in Africa to learn from billionaires like Aliko Dangote, Nicky Oppenheimer, Masiyiwa, Patrick Motsepe, Elumelu, and others on how to do business here in Africa. That brings us to today's video, where we will look at 10 habits of African billionaires you should emulate. These habits are helpful tools for reaching set targets in relationships, business, and health. Don't go anywhere. Make sure you watch this video to the end to find out what they do. Let's begin. 10. They seek more knowledge and enlightenment. One of the habits that keep billionaires in Africa relevant is their ability to diversify, which means being able to keep up with new trends and expand. A popular Nigerian billionaire, Elumelu, shared with his audience on World Book Day 5 books that had a good impact on his life. One of those books included Think Big by Ben Carson and Cecil Murphy. Reading is not just a habit peculiar to African billionaires. Their curiosity to learn new things and adapt to modern trends is what keeps them relevant in their business space. African billionaires know the importance of substantial information before investing in any business venture. This helps them avoid uncalculated risk exposure. 9. They make strategic business plans. Having a good plan and strategy will also keep out unhealthy competition. These billionaires make several business plans before choosing the plan with lesser risks and higher profits. One strategy used by African billionaires that are now becoming a habit is their ability to give back to their communities. By doing this, they become problem solvers and create monetary value by solving these issues. These billionaires don't let anything get in their way. They know what they want and do everything possible to achieve it. You can only be successful when you make strategic plans for the future and do everything possible to make your future dreams happen. 8. They maintain physical and mental well-being. It is no surprise that these African billionaires keep very tight schedules and need some time to be able to free their minds. African billionaires like Femi Otedola and Dangote are known for waking up very early in the morning and doing some form of exercise. Keeping fit is a habit that helps boost memory, concentration, and sharpness, and most successful people are lovers of sports. South Africa's billionaire, Johan Rupert, is an athlete and a golf lover. Riches lie in good health, and as the saying goes, health is wealth. So if we can make out time for sports, yoga, and dancing lessons, it will go a long way to help us. 7. They are very hardworking and disciplined. High net worth individuals are workaholics. African billionaires put a high standard on themselves and the people around them. It takes a level of discipline to keep up with daily routines that help you actualize your goals. Elumelu always attests to the fact that he works very hard. In his young days, he was the last to leave the office and arrived very early in the morning. The next level of their ability to work hard is seen in habits like multitasking and diversifying. Billionaires in Africa are known for venturing into different sectors of the economy. Patrice Motsepe from South Africa invested in mining. The billionaires in Africa are not robots. They feel tired and weak, as we all do, but are very time cautious. This is why you always book appointments to see them. The difference is their ability not to slack and to always rise to the occasion. If you enjoy this video, just leave a like and comment, and do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let's proceed. 6. They are consistent and determined. Dangote has advised young people to be consistent when building a business brand. Moving from one business venture to another without making any significant results is not the way to go. He also stresses the need to stay focused on your dream, avoid unnecessary distractions, and keep your eyes on the goal. When licenses were offered in Nigeria for oil blocks, Dangote didn't apply for one because, according to him, it wasn't his game. He didn't pursue all kinds of business ventures like a jack of all trades. He stayed consistent. He also said you can achieve success if you are disciplined enough to follow what needs to be done. Billionaire Mo Ibrahim ventured into mobile communication, even though at the time it was seen as unpopular, but his interest and determination kept him going. Another African billionaire, Jim Ovia, developed a strong interest in computers, but his college advisor advised him to study business administration and management. His passion to study computers saw him sneaking into computer classes. He was determined to learn the technology because he knew it would play a vital role in the future. 5. They are surrounded by smart people. Billionaires in Africa have a habit of constantly associating themselves with strategists, advisors, and smart people who usually come up with new ideas on how to expand their businesses. Mo Ibrahim is in the habit of employing smart people. When he first sold his company for $916 million, 30% was given to his employees. The same thing was done when he sold Celtel in 2004 for $3.4 billion. Like Henry Ford will say, coming together is beginning, keeping is progress, working together is success. Having the right people around you matters a lot. There is also a popular saying that you are the average of the 5 people you associate with. The managerial teams of Dangote Group, Globacom, Golden Penny, and other top billionaires' investments in Africa are handled by people with great knowledge and experience, people you would regard as geniuses. One recommendation by Dangote, which is a tip, is to be able to listen and learn from others. It helps expand your thoughts to different streams of knowledge. That is why it is important to have the habit of keeping the right people around you. Show me your friends and I will tell you who you are. 4. They have good networking skills. It is very difficult, if not impossible, to achieve great success without good networking skills. Billionaires have a habit of maintaining close relationships with their fellow billionaires. This comes with the understanding that it is not possible to make it alone. The likes of Femi Otedola, Donald Duke, Sigan Owolowo, and Nai Adebayo were spotted on a yacht hosted by Dangote to celebrate Salah. African billionaires keep tight circles. They only associate with people who have something to bring to the table. It's very important to build relationships. This is required for a variety of reasons, one of which is that a billionaire needs all the help he can get to achieve his goals. They bring others along and succeed together. 3. They are risk takers. This is one habit that differentiates billionaires from other people. High net worth individuals take calculated risks. It is rare for these billionaires to be duped by fraudsters or partake in Ponzi schemes because they do their due diligence before getting involved with any investment. It may be a surprise to hear an African billionaire lose his investment, but this is true. African billionaires do lose their money in some investments, but they only lose money they are prepared to lose. Most billionaires in Africa have attained their height by doing what everyone else usually does not want to do, especially ventures that require some form of sacrifice and risk to get started. Risk-taking is considered reckless and has a high probability of ending negatively. These billionaires are not reckless. They have mastered the necessary skills and have created a support system that helps them migrate their losses. 2. They always research. The will to win matters, and everyone has it, but it is the will to prepare to win that will surely guarantee success. In 1994, when Dangote and his group wanted to venture into manufacturing, they invited experts to help them explain why manufacturing fails in Nigeria. A retreat was organized, and it was discovered that poor electricity and inconsistent government policies caused this failure. The information he got from this retreat helped him figure out the best possible ways to go about manufacturing and would save him trouble in the future. When Jim Ovia was in his senior year of university, he got interested in computer science and decided to incorporate it into his business administration program. While working as a computer operator at Baton Rouge Bank and Trust Company, he got some level of experience in how the banks use data processing. When he got a job as a financial analyst, he said, "All these experiences prepared me for bigger things to come." Another billionaire, Masiyiwa, also shared his story of how, despite all limitations and after weeks of planning, Econet Wireless won the bid to operate in Botswana. We have an entire video on Strive Masiyiwa on our channel. We've added the link in the description below. 1. They are always creating and adding value. True wealth is achieved by creating and adding value to the world. This, however, cannot be achieved in the short term. It takes time. Most of Dangote's wealth comes from his cement, which produces 4.5 million metric tons of cement yearly and operates in 10 countries in Africa. African billionaires create jobs and services for the public, but there is always a misconception that billionaires take the money meant for the poor. Whereas in reality, income inequality doesn't mean one is gaining at the expense of others. Dangote, Mike Adenuga, and other billionaires have been able to gain wealth through innovations. Companies founded by these African billionaires have become household names and have served the public for a long time. African billionaires usually reinvest their wealth into their businesses or the stock market, and by doing so, expand the business's growth, providing services at a more efficient and cheaper rate. African youth must stop complaining about their countries and strive to make it a better place, rather than running to Europe and America. How do you expect your country to have a better government when all those with leadership potential and skills are in Europe and America with no intention of returning home? Do not ask what your country has done for you. Rather ask yourself what you've done for the people in your community. What have you done to add value to their lives? We have come to the end of this video. We hope you enjoyed it. We also know you all are working towards being billionaires. Like, subscribe, and turn on the notification so you get notified when we will be calling your name as a billionaire. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.